What's good, gamers? Bennett here again with you for some Black Ops, and a big hello again to the people over at SGP. Very happy to be posting on your channel again. You guys do great work. Today I've got some free-for-all for you on Jungle. There's nothing too special about that, but what you might have noticed is I'm using the Uzi. Now, after my first post on here a couple of weeks ago, one of the SGP directors challenged me to try and get some gameplay with this gun, and I was feeling pretty puffed up. I was keen to prove myself or see what I could do with it, and I said challenge accepted, but I didn't really know what I was getting into. What ensued was a hell of a number of games where I was just raging because I would lose gunfights face to face with pretty much every other gun in the game. So I very quickly began to see why it was called a challenge, because anyone who's tried this gun as well will probably know, just as I do, how poor it is. So this is the gameplay I settled on. I say settled because it was pretty much the best I could do in the time period I used it before I got completely frustrated with the gun and just put it back away where it belongs. So the good to come out of this is that I get to share with you my experience, and hopefully if you do ever pick up the Uzi, you'll be able to use some of these tips to make your games a little bit better. So here's my top 5 tips for the Uzi in Black Ops with Tiger Pattern for that extra stopping power. Number 5, use the grip attachment. It's already got 32 bullets in the clip, so that's plenty. You don't need any more than that. It's just the accuracy and recoil with this gun that makes it extremely difficult to handle unless you're a 100% marksman every game. No, I wouldn't even think about putting rapid fire on it. The only reason you would put that on there is if you're going to turn on paintball mode like on GoldenEye 007 on the Nintendo 64 and just spray paint the sides of buildings, because that's the only thing you're going to get out of it with rapid fire. It will go everywhere. Number 4, run steady aim. As I just mentioned before, the bullet spread is pretty outrageous, so you need to get the jump on people wherever you can. If you're pre-firing around corners or hip firing before you come up into ADS, then hopefully you'll get those first bullets on target, and when you're going up against really quick firing weapons like 74U with rapid fire or FAMAS, then you need every advantage you can get out of that. Number 3 would be to keep it close. The damage drop-off over range with Uzi are pretty noticeable, so unless you know you've got a stationary target and you can burst fire at them, try and avoid getting into any long-range confrontations. If you're out in the open and see someone sizing you up, then sprint for any sign of cover, throw some flashes and stuns and get the upper hand that way, or just hide until they come a little bit closer. Stick to the corridors, tunnels, any rooms or alleyways where you can. You'll probably see me earlier in this game getting dominated in some long-range stoushes, so I tried to stick to the corners and things after that, and it worked out pretty well. Number 2, pick your battles and control the action. Now, I found the Uzi to be more suited to game modes where you could choose when to get involved with combat or when not to. Now, some modes like demolition, capture the flag, even search and destroy when you've got a bomb planted, people are either going to be attacking you or you're going to have to be forced into combat to win the game all around. So in that regard, people are going to know you're coming, or there's people coming at you, and when you haven't really got a weapon that's as good, you're going to find yourself on the losing side of that a lot. So stick to, I guess domination's a good one with that. You can choose whether you want to stick around the outside of the maps or go in for those points. So if you like your ground war, then maybe have a go on domination. Could be your best bet. Number 1 is just don't use this gun. Don't even buy it when you prestige again. Just leave it there and you won't be tempted to use it. Pretty much every game that I entered with this class selected, I regretted using it. The game's dominated by the easy mode weapons. You can tell that by everyone having, FAMAS, Galil, 74U as their top 3 weapons in their kill stats. So using the Uzi already puts you on the back foot in that regard. If you're up for a challenge, then by all means give it a go. If you get an outstanding gameplay, then please drop me a link so I can watch it, but if your experience is anything like mine, then you'll probably go back to your favourite guns sooner rather than later. My overall opinions on the Uzi, I'd avoid it and save yourself the pain. If you absolutely must use this gun, then go back and play Modern Warfare 2. The Uzi is way better there. Time for a quick promo. On my channel recently, I posted a 17 and 5 game of Search with the dual-wheeled PM63s on Discovery. talking about creative creator class combinations, changing it up and getting a challenge out of that. As frustrating as the Uzi was to use, I really enjoyed the challenge, and now I'm hungry for some more of that. So head over to my channel and leave a comment there, or on this video, or with SGP, with what kind of gameplay or challenge you would like to see next, and I'll do my best to bring it to you guys. That's it for this game. With a little help from my dogs and almost no help from the Uzi, I went 30-3. But I won't leave it there. We've got a cheeky little bonus video here, rounding out a team deathmatch on Stadium in nice fashion. I almost raged at this no-scope fail, but it worked out pretty nicely in the end. There you go. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, comment, and head on over to my channel and subscribe. There'll be plenty more nice clips like that, gameplays, commentaries, and fun times. Peace.